Hey, what's going on, guys? Here, Alex and Jimmy, and we're going to bring you this week's fishing report. Let's start off with rockfish. I know everybody's been going out there. Opening day was this past Sunday. We're getting a little bit of consistency here now with some reports. Other than that, it's been one thing for sure. It's been said, and it's been first light.
Yes. Yeah. If you're not out there first thing in the morning, honestly, you're not wasting your time, but it's going to be a lot harder to catch those fish anytime. It seems like past 8 a.m., 9 a.m. is kind of the cutoff point. So really make the effort to get out there as early as you can if you really want to try and catch some of these big fish. We've been hearing a lot from everyone.
Yeah, and remember, pattern could change. This is just one of the patterns we've been noticing here for the past few days. So if you're not out there, you're not trying. But other than that, get out there. It doesn't matter really when you can get out there. Obviously, right now, like we said, it's mainly morning. But 9-inch baits, chartreuse and blue, having apparently some hot colors, but I've been hearing no consistency really on one color yet. Fish might be kind of still mixed in. I know obviously fish go in different waves. I've been seeing a lot of post spawn fish, and a lot of fish with still roe in them. So we'll see in the next few days really a clear picture of what's going on. I know some of the guys were keeping their tandems a little bit higher up in the water column, but once again, I've been hearing a mix of things. For example, a buddy of mine went out there the other day, same thing, early morning. He was in 46 foot of water. Deepest bait I think he said he had was roughly about 35 foot down, and that was the only one that got hit. So some people are catching them shallow in the upper water column, some people are catching them deep. No consistency there. The fish are out there. I've seen a lot of pictures of sonars, like screenshots of them with good amount of marks, just not biting. So, I'm hoping it picks up here next. A lot of those post-spawn fish have to eat. So I know we always get that wave of a good week and a half to 2 weeks of good push of fish, and sometimes it even happens closer to June than this first week. So we'll keep an eye out on that and stay tuned, because it might change here with the next few forecast that we have coming up. The rain and everything might change it up. So we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, catfish. Chunking for rockfish is one way too, not necessarily just trolling, but with that, you're catching a lot of those blue cats, right?
Yeah, they're pretty much everywhere, to be honest. A lot of the main rockfish spots, Bay Bridge, Bloody Point, Hackett's, a lot of the normal spots that hold rockfish will also hold those blue cats. Just get some fresh alewife, drop a trunk down there, and you're pretty almost guaranteed to catch catfish right now. People are catching them all up and down the bay, really nice sized ones too. So they're fun to fight. I like to eat them. I think they taste good. I know some people don't, but just really fun, easy fish to catch. If you guys just want to get out there and catch anything, that's definitely what I would be doing.
Yeah, just start doing your regular stuff like summertime chumming almost. A lot of people will say, do I need to waste chum out there? I don't think it's a waste. I think it kind of will help, obviously. So once again, get ready for that. Obviously, May 16 is a change to the 19-inch fish. That is going to be in the main bay only, not in the creeks and the rivers. That one won't change until June 1st. But once again, get out there, try it out, because in some general areas, like the main areas you just mentioned, it can pick up pretty well. Now, jigging wise, you can always go out there and jig them up. It's just a matter of locating those fish, locating a general area. Once again, right now, those fish are spread out. Remember, those big fish don't really school up that much. But when you do find a general area where they're moving in and out of, it can be a great thing. Same thing. 6 to 10-inch baits. Just play around with that. Now, switching gears into some other fisheries, the shad fishery of this spring is still going on. Certain areas is starting to, I will say, pass the peak, but in some areas it's still pretty going on strong. For example, we got Susquehanna up in Quantimingo Dam. That's been producing a lot of fish. Started to see a push of those American shads up there. Potomac, I will say, it's hopefully not, but past the peak there. So remember that they will stay around here until probably late May or so. So a couple of things to use right there, a couple of classics and a couple of the newer stuff. Bust some baits on a couple of tandem with those jigs, or just your regular tandem with a spoon on there. Classic, proven, works. Try it out. Other than that, snakehead fishing.
Kind of It's a little slow right now. People are catching them, just not really like they normally do in this time of the year. It's been a little bit more of a grind if you want to try and get those fish, but people are catching them. Just might take a little more time, or you might not catch as many.
Yeah, I mean, remember, guys, those fish are so weather dependent early in the year.
Yeah.
When we have those temperatures like we had over the past few weeks, where it keeps changing so much back and forth, it can affect the fishery. We were just talking about that here with a customer where it seems like it's a few weeks off now, not just one, but we're really depending on those temperatures throughout the state. But remember, gotta get out there because this is the time of the year to get those big fish.
Yeah.
Pre-spawn is going to be, if you want your personal best, is a time to get out there.
Yeah.
Obviously, successful lure for myself the past outings has been the good old Gambler white, for sure. That's one of those baits that's a confident bait. I know bass fishing too has been kind of up and down, but those fish are definitely up in the shallows now.
Yeah, you can. It's getting to the point where I was out on Y mills and you could actually see them in like less than 3 feet of water. So you're almost sight casting to them. They're not quite on beds yet or really doing that behavior. It's just a little. They're sluggish and they're shallow, so it's not the easiest bite. But if you use some finesse stuff, you should be able to pick up a couple of fish here and there.
And remember, it changes by the area.
Yes.
I mean, we're in a wide range of different bodies of water where you might be seeing them in beds already.
Yes, yeah.
In some areas, who knows, by the time you see this, it might even be in beds already. So get out there because some people love it, some people hate it. To each their own. Get out there and fish.
Yeah.
Let's get on to, I guess, surf fishing wise now. Going out to the coast, some consistent reports of big rockfish going through the surf from Chesapeake to the south side of Chesapeake. If you're out there fishing for black drum, they're still there. They're coming in waves, with Chesapeake being the most consistent area. Can't forget those guys. Sand flea fish bites are going to be the key. Mix that up with an actual sand flea and some chunks of bunker for your bigger rockfish. We're starting to see that pick up a little more. Remember, this is a bite that's not super consistent, but they're there. A couple other news. This is more for, I guess, the inlet, the back bay, and some in the surf. The bluefish are starting to move in, getting a couple snapper blues on the surf, and more in the inlet with the mix of shad coming through there, and stripers also being mixed in there. More of a night bite if you're fishing off the Route 50 bridge, and tog. I mean, they've been doing a decent amount of tog with a lot of undersized fish.
Yeah.
And I know you love some flounder, so they're getting flounder now too.
Yeah.
It's been going on for the past week or two. Remember, the size went down.
Yes, it's now 16 inches in Maryland and Virginia also.
Yep.
Hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully it means there's just some more fish around so they can lower it for us. But yes, the limit has gone down to 16 inches this year.
4 fish per person.
Yep.
Check DNR for more of that. Other than that, I think that's all we got for you guys this week.
Real quick, guys, do not forget about the perch. They're starting to kind of show up in their normal summer spots, moving out from the tops of the rivers, kind of showing back up in the main stems of the rivers. And people are starting to catch a couple in the bay. So the white perch are also kind of getting back into the normal spots, beaky rigs at the bridge, stuff like that.
Real blum, right?
But they're starting to kind of show up too. So a little bit of everything for you guys to do.
So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next week.